Hey guys, the following is my highly unprofessional opinion on the Karazhan card set. Enchanted Raven. Not terrible for a 1-drop. Looks like Blizzard is trying to make Beast Druid a thing. Like, I'm fine with Druid getting unexciting cards because the class is really strong right now. I guess this was made because Beast Druid needs a turn 1. Turn 2, Druid of the Saber. Or Market Bear's Garage. Turn 3, Druid of the Flame. Let's make a reliable curve. We'll see if it pushes Beast Druid into the meta. Menagerie Warden. Okay, if anything will make Beast Druid viable, it's this card. This is pretty amazing with Stranglethorn Tiger and Druid of the Claw. Stats are decent considering his battle cry. Imagine playing this with Adult Grizzly on the board too. Plus, I'm pretty sure it called me some Market Bear's Garage. Effect. This is a really great card. Yeah. We'll definitely see Beast Druid making its rounds. It might even become the new Mech Mage. Moonglade Portal. This has a really pretty name. There are a lot of great 6-drops. I think it's definitely usable. You get a decent heal that can target anything. Dark Arco plus heal. Corrupted Seer is like the only tilting possibility, which means I'd get like 20% of the time. Cool concept, not a garbage card. I can see it being used here and there. Kindly Grandmother. Pretty lame card in my opinion. Haunted Creeper was a staple, so I feel like Blizzard makes cards like Infested Wolf and Kindly Grandmother to make up for its loss, but they don't quite hit the mark. Cloaked Huntress. What the heck? This card is amazing. Stats of a Spider Tank plus 0-cost secrets. It's a better Kirin Tor Mage. Well, even though Hunter secrets cost less, the reverse stats pretty much make it. I'd say it's decent on turn 3, even without secrets. Imagine this and Freezing Trap on turn 3. If it was a beast, I'd say it's broken, but as it is, I'd say solid inclusion in any Hunter deck that has 2 or more secrets. I think I'm gonna evaluate cards based on how tilted I would get with my opponent playing them against me. This plus Freezing Trap on turn 3 would make me mad. Cat Trick. I don't think it's that bad of a secret. We see more play than Dart Trap, for sure. Your opponent uses a spell to remove King's Elec. You got a pretty good 3-drop to wreck their face, which can also be Houndmaster, trigger kill command. Plus, it's stealth, so you choose what happens with it. Like, it's not like with what's it called, Bear Trap. Your opponent can deal with it on that turn. So, but people are often attacking face more often than they play secrets. So I'm not sure about this card, but Firelance Portal. Makes sense that this card has such a higher cost than the Druid Portal, since you get both removal and the minion. I'm assuming it doesn't gain spell damage if it summons Azure Drake. Imagine a clutch lethal with Azure Drake. The salt. Anyway, I can see this as a 1-up in York Mage. The thing is, the cost is incredibly high for a tempo mage deck. Good against control decks maybe, but pretty shitty against Zoo. Medivh's Valet. You can't play this for value on turn 2. I don't know about this card. Is this like a stall card with Freeze Mage? I don't really like secrets in Tempo Mage in the current meta, unless they're from Yogg. Kappa. Raving Grimoire. What Mage really needed was more random spells. I'm glad Blizzard printed this card. But, I don't know, who would play this over Mana Worm? If you had 2 health, it would be broken, obviously, but as it is, I'm not, like, taken aback or too excited by it. This will see play in the rank 10 range. Nightbane Templar. So, Blizzard is desperate to make Dragon Paladin work before Dragon Consort gets rotated out. This isn't terrible, to be honest. Luster for Battle was better, but then that card was amazing. Still, a solid 3-drop, I like it. Silver Moon Portal. Ugh, any card that summons a random 2-cost minion just makes me cringe. Doomsayers and Ancient Watchers all day. Mooning aside, this card's garbage. I'd much rather play one of Paladin's current 4-drops, which are way better than this. Ivory Knight. I want to like this card because it has Discover. It means you might not end up with a bad secret. But then Paladin spells overall aren't very great, so I'm not super excited. And, like, look at these stats. Compare this to Menagerie Warden. It should not be a 4/4. Priest of the Feast. This is the best card name ever. It has Water Alley stats, which contests a lot of early game. I don't even see the effect going off much. I just see it as a 3/6 body, to be honest. Not enough to make Priest great, which I'm a fan of. Onyx Bishop. N'Zoth Priest. You want Shifting Shade on turn 4, this on turn 5? Other than that, what other minions you want to resummon? Northshire Cleric. Lol. Purify. I don't even... Why is this a card? As much as I hate Priest, this is actually pretty triggering. Blizzard is taking this Purifying the Ladder of Priests thing way too far. Swashbuckler. Let me just start off by saying I do not like the burgle theme for Rogue. It's randomness, it's anti-synergy, it's lazy. Incoming people trying to make Pyro Rogue a thing. A Deadly Fork. That's cute. That's really cute. Play a terrible 3-drop to get a Fiery War Axe. Is this the anti-zoo card Rogue needed? Ethereal Peddler. Damn, these stats aren't bad. This card will actually make people try to make Rogue a thing. You win, Blizzard. Good Witch Doctor. Wait. Why am I paying 4 mana for a 3/4 Shaman? Illegal. What a stupid card. Spirit Claws. Oh man. This is just making the random totem hero power even more rage inducing. I don't see this becoming a stable Shaman card. Shamans out there, please prove me wrong. Yes, stop playing Tunnel Drug. Maelstrom Portal. Hey, what? It's a better Arcane Explosion. Is it even allowed to have better spells than Mage? Is this card supposed to make Zoo cry? I don't know. If this card got rid of Overload, I'd play it. Oh, that might be OP though. Yeah. Imp of Malkazar. Oh, it's a discard Warlock. This is actually not a bad 1-drop, I like it. 1/3 for 1 is so good with Zoo's buff cards, yeah. I see it's being a staple in Zoo. But will it make Succubus finally see play? Does Doomguard draw 2 cards with this? Regardless, it's a decent card. Buffs Dark Bindler too. Karazhan. Kazam! Blizzard saw how popular Call of the Wind was and tried to emulate it, but fucked up. Thank goodness. I don't think I want Zoo getting a Call of the Wild anytime soon. This seems like it might be good with Knife Juggler, but you think just having the like flexibility of having great Zoo minions you drop in succession is just better. I mean, we have 3 2s for 1, a 2/2 that discovers a card, and a 2/4 that is just amazing and annoying and everything Zoo wants and needs. Not to mention, Abusive Sergeant is just way better for maintaining board control in this useless 1/1. Man, this card is terrible. Silverware Golem. If Reno Warlock plays Soulfire as my FC play, but Ring Farseer is just better. 2 situational to place Imp Gang Boss, which is the best 3-drop in the game. It also has to compete with Darkshower Councilman. Good luck. And Zoo is such a value minion based deck that I don't think this has the edge to see its way into the archetype. And of course, no cards for Control Warlock. I mean, we already knew Blizzard wanted to dial with the Mole nerf and no replacement for Healbot. Long live Zoo, I guess. Fool's Bane. I like this card. I think its mana cost is appropriate. And the effect is super interesting. Yeah, it feels like you're taking a lot of face damage on the turn you use it, but imagine not killing off those 3 or 4 minions as early as possible. They're just gonna do more face damage over time. Plus you're a warrior, you're made to survive cancers early game. It's like Shield Maiden says, I can take the hit. I see this as a 1-of in pretty much any Control Warrior deck, especially Cthulhu Warrior, which has crazy armor and capabilities. It's a great weapon. It's definitely not as prevalent as Deathspite was and Fiery War Axe is and always will be, but it will definitely see play. Ironforge Portal. Most 4-cost minions are pretty terrible. Most of the time it will be like a Defender Argus or Cult Master. Cult Master on turn 5 would be so tilting. In the grand scheme of things, is getting 4 armor really worth the possibility of summoning a minion that without its battle cry has terrible stats? Protect the King. This card pretty much demands to be compared to Unleash the Hounds. It's pretty much like a way worse Unleash the Scale for all of these reasons. No charge, no travel synergy. You just summon these 1/1s and they just sit there to be taken care of easily on your opponent's next turn. Play it against Shaman, they get Healing Totem. Curses. It also has anti-synergy with Whirlwind, which I think is terrible. Like, what was the thought behind this card? Stall for Brawl? Like, in what situation are you playing it? I can only see it being semi-good in combination with Bolster, but that is Taunt War becoming a thing, which I don't see happening. Sorry, Obsidian Destroyer, still not gonna see play. Pompous Thespian. Oh, we really needed a neutral Robocop now that GVG is out. I don't like 2-mana 3/2s if they don't have a cool effect like Sorcerer's Apprentice. And to me, Taunt is not a cool effect. Especially when it has less health than attack. Oh. He's holding a Notatron's head like, alas, poor Yorick, I knew him. This is definitely the reincarnated, neutral, non-mech Robocop. Ew. Zubot. Another shitty 3-drop, let's move on. Another Spider Historian. Hey, I like this card. It's discovered too, so the chance of getting a decent dragon is pretty good. No one expects the second Deathwing. This card would be fun to try out. It'll see play. Arcane Anomaly. At first glance, this seems good. When I think about it, 8 times out of 10 it just dies straight up. Mana Worm is far superior, but it's a class card, so that's to be expected. Pantry Spider. Oh wow, this just kicked Animal Companion straight out of the meta. Menagerie Magician. Cool name. This is the higher cost of Zubot. Probably better because you actually have stuff on your board by turn 5. Still bad though. Runic Egg. Oh my god, what is with this expansion? Remember Naxxramas and it's like amazing neutral common early game minions? Remember Zombie Chow? That Scientist? Haunted Creeper? Nerubian fucking Egg? This card just makes me miss Nax and cry about how lame this expansion's early game minions are. Arcano Smith. This nerfs Ironforge Portal. Like it needed a nerf. Forehead. Violet Illusionist. Hey, speaking of interactions with warrior cards, this seems like it works well with Fool's Bane. That's an 8-mana super combo. Bookworm. Not a huge fan of situational cards, and this involves 2. And having a Shadow Wear Pain effect on turn 6 seems pretty ineffective. Your opponent's already putting out Azure Drakes and Tomb Pillagers, and you're sitting there with this card like, how dare? Avian Watcher. Another situational card. Control Mage? Why isn't this a beast? It looks like a red Ironbeak Owl. It should be a beast. Then it would actually be really great in Hunter. And it would make my always owl emote relevant again. Moat Lurker. Oh my god, this is so bad. Just take it away. And if anyone mentions Sylvanas, I'll kick them. Arcane Giant. Do Temple Mages need this? Probably not. What about Freeze Mage? Think about Alexstrasza. Okay, so she makes her opponent invulnerable to burn spells. So they want to heal, but they also want to get rid of this huge 8/8 on the board. And they want to pop Ice Block, so it's just super overwhelming. Arcane Giant is one of these things, puts a big body on the board that they have to deal with. But what cards are you sacrificing? I don't know. The funny thing is, if you coin this out, you float 1 mana. It's like the opposite of Mountain Giant. Barnes. I don't hate this card. My immediate thought is that it works best in the Zoth decks. 1/1 Sylvanas isn't bad. I feel like the classic legendaries are just so much more exciting. Alexstrasza actually does something effective. Sets up lethal situations. Has a great body. Ragnaros can just turn a game around. Tyrion has so much value. Especially now that there's no silence. Maybe they're hard to top. 4 mana 3/4, summon a 1/1 Aldor Peacekeeper. Seems good. The Curator. This is expensive. I don't see anyone actually putting all 3 in their deck. 2 is good enough. Maybe Azure Drake and Colette Oracle? Oh, it has Taunt. Okay, this is playable. If you're playing a Maligod deck, you might want to increase the chance of drawing him as well. Would Rogue run this with Cold Light and Malygos? I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on this card. Moros. Oh my god, so bad. It's even worse than that Warrior card. Honestly, the only good thing about this card is the art. What is with these 3-drops that summon tokens? Imp Gang Boss is just in the corner, laughing into his sleeve. What a shit card. I'm triggered. It's Malkazar. I didn't realize deleting your deck was a good thing. I don't think this effect goes off if you get it from Golden Monkey, so it pretty much nerfs Golden Monkey. Seems like one of those flashy legendaries that doesn't actually see competitive play. Medivh the Guardian. I'm just gonna play this to see the interaction with Medivh the hero. That's about it. Seriously though, this is actually good. While they're just making an 8/8. Imagine this was 4 mana though. That's incredible. More random minion summoning. Getting kinda tired of this. On the other hand, this is the first neutral weapon, so I'm excited for that at least. In my opinion, this is just way too slow though. I'd rather just play Ragnaros for immediate and possibly game-winning effect on the board state. I hope you enjoyed my very thorough and studied review of the Karazhan card set. If you didn't hate my face, consider subscribing to my YouTube or following my live stream on Twitch.